And our main feature for tonight, ito, the Zenbook Flip S13.
Grabe, nag-upgrade yung production value mo dyan, Nico.
Oo nga eh. So, ikaw muna. Glenn is set to talk about his experience with the laptop first.
Okay, so sana gumana na siya. Sana gumana na yung aking dito. NDI network dahil overload. Nanonood yata ng Netflix yung tatay ko sa baba. So we have a couple of clips over here. Very shiny finish, no? Very nice finish dito sa laptop na to. Some ports before I go to the other side. HDMI port, 2 USB-C ports, which are, I think, USB 4. And then, sound by Harman Kardon, yung speakers niya. And also, there's another USB-A port on the right-hand side. It's powered by the new 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processors with also a numpad. And then the power button na hindi ko kagad nakita, Nico.
Ako din eh.
Nung binuksan ko siya, hindi ko kagad siya nakita. And
minsan tagal ko siya hinahanap eh.
It also comes with, very important, at least for me, no? Very important, it also comes with a USB-A to LAN adapter and a very vivid screen over here. And the first thing that I tried watching on this particular screen are Twice music videos. I watched on this particular screen. Tapos, siya? 4K 60. Very good. Parang na-absorb ko lahat ng quality nung K-pop video na yun. Core i7, 11th Gen, 2.8 GHz base clock, but goes up to 4.7. Intel Iris Xe graphics, bago siya. 16GB low power DDR4 X onboard memory, maximum of 16 GB. It's touchscreen, 13.3 inches. It's 4K UHD. 1 terabyte. Hindi SSD. Hard drive. SSD. This is an NVMe PCIe 3. Medyo nag-geek out na ako kasi naiintindihan ko na to lahat. In short, mabilis tong SSD na to. At 1 terabyte. I/O, again, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A on the right-hand side, and also 2X Thunderbolt 4. It also supports display and power delivery, and 1X HDMI. Punta lang natin si Nico mabilis. This now charges through USB-C, which is astounding. Pwede natin i-charge with the included power brick and also with other USB-C devices that charge. No, keyboard. Backlit chiclet keyboard, 1.3M key travel, very important. It supports a number pad on the trackpad itself. So, pwede ka mag-enter ng numbers doon and also operations. Daanan ko lang yung iba. There's an HD camera, may webcam siya with IR function to support Windows Hello. So, you can log in with their face. Tama ba? Facial recognition siya, no? Mm-hmm. And also a battery of 67 watt-hours. May kasama siyang power supply again, which is USB-C. 1.2 kilograms. Magaan. Sobrang gaan. Sobrang gaan.
Ang nipis din.
Manipis din siya. Military grade and US MIL STD 810G military grade standard. Actually, yung feel talaga ng unit na to, mararamdaman mo na premium pagkakagawa.
Yeah. Actually, that's what they made sure with a lot of the recent Zenbooks, including the Zenbook Duo, which I've been using for over a year. Talagang military grade in the sense that it can survive drops, no? So, try na lang natin.
Wag. Hindi to dropping video. Ano lang siya review. Built-in apps, may ASUS siya and also McAfee, which is I believe antivirus. And also other features which you can see on the screen. It comes with Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019, and it comes with the stylus and a USB-C to audio jack adapter for those earphones and headsets that you will use with this particular unit.
Si Amiel Manresa is asking the display size daw.
The display is actually 13.3 inches diagonal, but more importantly, OLED and it's 4K UHD.
Yeah.
So mas marami kang detalye.
Actually ako whenever I'm sent Zenbooks to review, favorite ko yung circular brush finish na yun. Yung sinasabing makintab. And medyo simple joy ko is taking product videos of lights moving around. Just that. Of course, syempre, the main feature of the Zenbook Flip S13. So, ayan na siya. So, from the get-go, you'd be overwhelmed by the screen and the rich colors that it has. Of course, it's Pantone validated. Plus, of course, it's also calibratable to your editing environment. But more importantly, this. So, the Zenbook
Kinabahan
Flip line, baka mabali eh.
Bali.
Zenbook Flip line is of course a transformer line. So, ito yung mga laptops that you can fold all the way around to make use of it as a tablet. So, kasama po sa box niya. Hindi na namin in-unbox kasi lalong hahaba. But definitely, one of the things included in the box is a very, very intuitive stylus or the ASUS pen. Yon. Sabi ni Brother Seppi, akala daw niya sinira ko yung laptop.
Kala ko naman, sinabi niya, may pusang duman. Mura pala dapat yun. SFW. Perfect for online schooling. Nakita ko na naman comment ni Angelo Rosales. Parang anything na ipapakita natin, perfect for online schooling.
Oo, parang kahit A1, perfect for online schooling.
Ayan, pakita ulit natin overhead camera ni Nicco dahil nag-i-improve yung production value natin.
Yes.
Take it away, Nicco.
So ito po guys yung A10 mini na sobrang pinaghirapan kong pag-aralan. So bigyan niyo po ako ng palakpakan dahil marunong na ako mag-livestream ng multiple cameras. Diba? So, okay, as I promised, one of the first things we'll do is to do a demo. And before anything else, I want to demo to you guys how to make use of the toolbox because it will aid us later in editing with the Zenbook Flip S13.
Parang narinig ko na yung meme na yun. What is that? A simple tool that we will use later.
Yan. So, kung nakikita niyo dun sa aking screen, which I will switch. Siyempre, hindi ko pa kinabit yung HDMI.
Nakalimutan mo palit yung HDMI.
Kabit natin yung HDMI. So, this is for you guys to see what's directly on my screen. Yan.
Yun, no?
Yeah, there we go. So, you can see here how to use the Toolbox console, which is of course yun nga yung pinakita nating tool on the side. And basically, you can assign any of these buttons and any of these dials. Nangyari. Any of these buttons and any of these dials to become your shortcuts. So kanina, sinet ko na, makikita nyo dito sa screen na one of the buttons is for the brush tool, the stamp tool, the healing tool, and yung knob is for brush size adjustments. So makikita nyo later, I will recreate something, one of my favorite photos from 2020. So, papakita natin yun. But basically, this is the Toolbox console. So, makikita nyo, you can choose for Photoshop, for Lightroom, for Premiere editing, and Premiere color. And I'm sure madami pa siyang compatible softwares in the future. Because again, this is something quite new. And you can also see that there is an auto switch. So, pwede niyang automatically ma-detect na kung anong app yung ginagamit mo. And it will switch to those specifications in terms of your software. So, yun. So, na-excite ako kasi mapapakita natin talaga how these things come together. So, I will go on now to Photoshop. And let me just switch over to tablet mode. Yeah. So, yan. Makikita nyo guys. Siyempre nakikita nyo din na binabasa ko yung comments. But, yeah. Ano ba? Joshua Antiampo, lakas daw makapangbudol nito. Definitely, definitely. So, ayan, gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo the setup. And what I love about this actually is pwede mo din gamitin si Zenbook Flip S like this. So, it will be a bit shaky but kung careful ka dun sa movements mo, possible siya. Or maybe you can put something sa in between to keep your um, to keep it from folding all the way. But definitely yan. So, I will do a demo of this photo. So, kung may nakakita po niya nito sa aking Instagram feed in 2020, this is something I shot. So, this is a cityscape shot that I took with the Sony a7R III and, if I'm not mistaken, a 70-200. And during the time that I was taking this, the moon was rising on the east, which is why I wanted to somehow synergize them into the same scene. So pagsasamahin natin ngayon this very nice red bloody moonrise and put it together with this cityscape. So I'll be using the toolbox on here on my left hand, and I'll be editing now with my right hand. So switch natin ulit para makita nyo. Glenn, nandyan ka pa ba?
Oo, nagbabasa lang ng comments kasi may mga nag-aaway na rito. De joke. Ate Oy Sepi, andito ka na naman. Kala ko iwas budol ka na yung sabi niya.
Alright, so let me show you guys how very, very easy it is to create that pre-envisioned shot that I'm talking about. So I'm going to use the toolbox now. Naset ko na din siya for selection. So I'm going to click on one of the buttons I set. And I'm... And I am going to select on this moon. So, ano mangyayari ngayon? So, sinet ko na din na yung dalawang button turned to be the copy and paste shortcut. Ba't di lumabas? Isa pa. Okay. Wait lang. So, we're literally gonna paste it on this. Yan. So, I hope you guys can see what's going on, but let me... So, during the pandemic, I can definitely say na one of the things I mastered or I really learned is making composites. Kasi, syempre, very limited tayo in terms of what we can shoot. And it was really a challenge to keep being creative during the time. So, kaya isa sa mga favorite na ginawa ko was to create composites like this. So again, we're taking the moonrise and putting it together with the cityscape. And now we've pasted that layer. And all we're gonna do now is switch to light and blending mode. So sa light and blending mode pa lang, makikita mo na nag-match na niya yung colors. And of course, I have more extensive uses for this, but generally, what I want to show you guys is how to clean up when you're creating composites. Okay, so we're gonna brush now. And basically, we're painting black on the parts that we want to take out. No? So, yan. So, brush tayo. Tapos, adjust natin yung size. Naglolo ko yung toolbox. Let me just connect it again.
If you have to troubleshoot anything, the first thing you do is reconnect or restart.
Yes.
The easiest way.
Ayun. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is brush. And Yan. So, anong ginagawa ng brush? If you paint it white, it's gonna be visible, and you paint it black, it's gonna be taken out. So, let's do a rash, demonstration kung ano nangyayari. So, yan. So, if you paint it black, wala siya. Diba? So, that's what we're doing. And, of course, we undo that. And for things like this, all I really do is clean out the edges of that portion that we patched in. So, yun lang. To begin with, it's already a very clean image. So, kung halimbawa, you want to take out this part, you just take that out. So, very easy with the Zenbook Flip S to make these modifications. And as you can see, ito number one tip, guys. If you're making composites, make sure you compose. So what am I saying? If you're going to put together more than 2 images, make sure that your composition is on point. No? So make sure na yung placement mo is something you really thought about. So of course, this is something in a 1:1 ratio, so square image. And very easily, you can see that it fits, di ba, sa rule of thirds. So kahit yung ganun kasimpleng bagay. Yan. So, one last thing, of course, one of my favorite tools when I'm making use of all this, aside from the undo button, is of course the heal tool, which is how we take out yung mga distracting elements in our
shooting
frame.
star paakyat.
Actually, pwede. Diba? So, very easily, sandi. Yeah, we have the heal tool. Let's adjust the brush size. I don't know why the toolbox suddenly didn't work, but basically, gusto natin matanggal itong mga cranes na to. So, meron akong ginawang TikTok video and Facebook story na sobrang pumatok sa mga... Hindi.
Sumayaw ka.
Pumatok sa kanila when they saw how I was cleaning up my cityscape images. So, ito po yun.
Naman from the overhead.
Sige.
Pinatay mo lang yung cut. Yan.
Yeah, there you go.
Nagturo sa kanya. Joke.
So,
proud po tayo.
Halimbawa guys, you want to take out this red light. Although I don't usually take those out because it's a very okay lang nagko-complement siya. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-distracting. But very easily, the trick is to actually adjust your brush size to be able to, kumbaga, saktuhan mo lang siya dun sa laki ng detail na tinatanggal mo. Diba? So, I think this is good enough. Kasi ayaw natin na may madawit na ibang details na hindi naman natin gusto matanggal. Like, for example, kung masyadong malaki yung ginawa mong adjustment, what it's gonna do is it's gonna look for something to sample or graft from. Tapos, ganyan yung mangyayari. Magmumukhang abnormal yung output.
Meron tayong question dito from a top fan. Gaita Kate Torres Valenzuela. Saan vantage point mo niyan, sir?
Sa balcony.
Sa balcony. Diyan lang sa bahay.
So, guys, of course, this episode isn't really a tutorial, but I hope you learned from that. And you can now see how very, very easy it is to do things like these. But definitely, what we're here to talk about is actually how well the Zenbook Flip S is fit for such workflows. No, so whenever I do reviews, especially on f-stoppers, alam ni Glen to, one of the things that is very important in reviews is to talk about how you would apply it in the things that you do. So, yun, I hope you guys saw na personally for me, this is how I would use it. Like, I would definitely make use of this very nice touchscreen, and I would definitely use the pen to make more precise edits in the photography that I do. Yun, ikaw Glen, how do you think? Baka sakali ibigay sa'yo ni Venz yung itong unit ng Zenbook Flip S13. So,
alam mo na-impress ako or naalala ko yung time na yung touchscreen ng mga monitors, single point pa lang. And then nung nag-pinch to zoom ka essentially, parang, nga no, ang layo na ng narating ng touchscreen technology. Especially with you, out of the box, talagang kinuha mo lang yung pen tapos ginamit mo kagad siya on the screen. It's something that it also introduces a lot of convenience with this particular unit. I was playing around with that particular laptop last night. Yun nga, nag-play nga akong K-pop videos. It's something that if you are detail-oriented like my friend over here, I like, paano ko ba sasabihin yan? Gusto kong hinihima yung detalye ng K-pop videos. Kasi in terms of production value, kita mo lahat And this particular unit, because it's OLED screen, nakita ko yung value nung kulay na yon. Nakita ko kung paano ba talaga nila inintend. Before you go to that demo, Nicco, pakita lang natin yung ibang product shots that you took earlier. Na-beast tuloy. Kanina lang pinicture na no?
Kanina ko lang in-edit.
Okay. Definitely you can flip the screen all the way to the other side. You have a stylus that you can use with this gorgeous screen over here. And kompleto yung buttons niya. It's something that I appreciate a lot. And when I was typing on this, talagang na-feel ko yung travel nung keys. Hindi ka mawawala doon sa keyboard. And very accessible from the keyboard all the way to the trackpad or the touchpad. Talagang accessible siya. No? And then again, because this was designed to be flipped, I'm sure yung other side, hindi siya magagasgas. Correct, Nicco?
Mm-hmm.
Yung keyboard side niya. But then, of course, we exercise caution pa rin para at least we can keep our devices pristine. Back to you.
Yeah. Actually, something very nice din. So, when you're on tablet mode, auto-rotate na din siya. So, actually, if you want to make use of it, like you're reading a book or reading a novel, for example, pwedeng vertical na din yung niya. So, literally, it's made to act both as a laptop and as a tablet. That could be a tablet we're talking about na for personal on-the-go use, and also a tablet, as in a graphic tablet, of course.
It's an interesting thing because even if you have it portrait, it's something that we're not too familiar with as people in terms of using, at least in transitioning ng mindset from having a laptop to a tablet. And it's nice to actually have the option of using your operating system na portrait. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Ang ganda niya tingnan. Especially Windows 10 was actually designed, I think, originally for tablet, no? Or at least top of mind nila yung tablet parati. And you can see here, as the demonstration, ganda ng accent ng text na as ASUS Zenbook on the left-hand side, whether you're using it as a tablet. Okay? Punta raw po kayong fstoppers.com. Yan yung pinapakita yun dyan. Yes. But I'm sure this is multi-point, touch, ang tawag dito. I forgot the specific term already. But by the way, guys, if you have questions about the Zenbook Flip and also the white ZV-1, let us know in the comments. And our question for you still remains before we continue with our segment is question of the day, someone to date or something to unbox. Make sure that you vote in the poll below. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're not yet
Pakita ko na din, diba? If you guys have if you want to learn more about smartphone photography, I published this article just this week, and it's 5 tips to maximizing any smartphone camera. Of course, I'm showcasing some photos taken with the almighty ROG phone, but these are tips that apply to anyone who would like to maximize their smartphone cameras.
Alam mo kasi, Nicco, yung ROG, synonymous siya with very good quality. Definitely. Although And actually, one thing talaga, so, I'm sure Glenn knows this, but basically, yung lifestyle ko personally as a photographer, as a writer, all around as a content creator,
it has certain requirements in every device that I use that kumbaga make or break siya. So one thing na very important sa akin, of course, the battery. So this one has a 6,000 mAh battery and it can stand everything I do. So kung makikita nyo guys, the product photos of the Zenbook Flip 13 were taken with the ROG phone.
Wow.
Tapos, the posters that I've been posting were made with the photos I took and also yung mga pagde-design ng posters for Weekly Tech Fuzz all come from that phone. Of course, TikTok videos, Instagram, Facebook.
Pindutin mo lang yung cut para makita ka namin.
Oo nga, no?
Para may connection tayo. Ayan. Habang
Yeah.
nag-explain kami, kukunin lang ako. So, go ahead.
Ano kukunin mo?
Basta may kukunin lang ako. Go ahead.
We have a question from Angelo Rosales. He's asking about the price. And let me just consult my he's asking about the price of the Zenbook Flip 13. Vince, can you answer if you're watching? But I have it here on my phone. Yon. So the Zenbook Flip S13 is already in the market for 94,995. So, actually inisip ko sana for this episode, medyo magsiscripted na mag-aaway tayo, Glenn. Tapos sasabihin ko pa, busit na ako! Tapos gaganin ko siya.
Kala ko ipapalo mo sa akin. Kala ko ipapalo mo sa akin yan. But if you have more questions, let us know in the comments. We have this lovely poster over here. The ASUS Zenbook Flip S, the world's thinnest OLED convertible laptop. Convertible, naisip ko talaga. Kotse. But in this case, nasa laptop feature na rin siya for on-the-go productivity and creativity. Parang yung sinample lang ni Nicco kanina. I'm sure hindi siya yung hand model nitong poster na to.
Actually, ako yan. Nagpa-manicure ako para dyan.
At mahilig ka magkape, so malamang. May white long sleeve ka ba? Gaitha? Check natin. 3 main features: OLED premium display, 4K UHD, ultra vivid colors, HDR display. Which is marami na rin content na lumalabas na bukod sa 4K, HDR na rin siya. Better for performance, powered by the 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor with Intel Iris Xe graphics, 16 gig of memory, and innovative technology with the number pad on the trackpad. And also, I think Nicco, kailangan nila i-mention to ASUS AI noise cancelling technology.
Yes.
Para mawala lahat ng noise kapag nasa
kahit
online
yata
meeting
yung mga
ka.
voices in your head maaalis kapag gumagamit ka.
Try mo mag-zoom with yourself tapos tingnan mo kung maririnig mo yung voices in your head. No.
Vince, the question was the price of the Zenbook Flip S13, and I already answered the question.
Hindi price. Price. Yung presyo. Baka sabihin nila price.
Si Katie may tanong para sa'yo, Glenn.
What is the question? Nabasa ko siya. May I borrow your new Deadass camera? It's so nice. Bawal kumain ng anything with cheese na magmamarka dito sa particular camera na to. So kakabahan na ako. Speaking of ROG, actually Neo, ito lang, kumuha lang ako ng prop, pero may kapatid din yung phone mo kanina. So we do have experience with ROG products, and definitely it's something that I've also maganda yung experience ko with this particular product line. 94,995 para makita pa din nila here sa comment. Thank you.
Sana, Vince, nilagyan mo na ng link, di ba?
Yung one-click checkout. Yung pag-click nila, na agad, nabenta na agad.
Oo. Tapos may kakatok na sa pinto nila.
Okay, where to buy? I think, sayang naman yung sinet mo sa akin. Where to buy from these dealers, and also a list of ASUS concept stores that you can visit nationwide.
Definitely. Yeah. If you have more, if you're seeking for more information, you can go, of course, to the ASUS Philippines Facebook page. Meron ding, doon, shop um, menu, so you can also look for other stuff in
Shucks.
the ASUS lineup.
Ang dali mag-check out.